Hi, I'm Rajesh and welcome to another edition of Vlogging with Rajesh G. How are you guys doing today? I hope all of you are doing great and I hope it continues that way. So, my couple of vlog series has been on job relocation and this one is also on that. So, when we relocate for job from one city to another, there are a lot of surprises which awaits us. I would like to put it that way. And one among them is to find a house or house hunting, because sometimes the city is new, we don't get house as per our requirements. And there are two kinds of thoughts. First is like we should find a house at the time of joining. Second is we should find a house before we join the organization. So I am going to share my perspective, what worked for me. What did was like, I found a house beforehand. I found a house before I joined the organization. For that, I made a short trip to Bangalore. I came to the location of my office, searched here and there. I zeroed upon a house. I have already shared a vlog on that. So I will tell you in this vlog what are the advantages and disadvantages of finding a house beforehand or after you join the organization. First thing first, that is peace of mind. See, when you enter a new job, it's always said, it's a honeymoon month wherein you are understanding the organization is understanding you, and you will have say around 8 to 9 hours of work in a day. But you will not be able to give your 100% reason. Your mind is occupied with two things: first, getting settled in your job; secondly, to find a house, because only then the professional and personal balance will be maintained, and house is very important for that. And sometimes I have seen people, they don't find any house, so whatever first house which they find, they just take it. We all have certain kind of choices in terms of the houses we want to live. Like I clearly mentioned what kind of house I was looking forward to live. Exactly the same way a lot of people will have. But when you are in hurry burry, you you run out of options to look for a lot of things, because there is a time bracket somewhere, as a result of which you take it whatever is suitable to you or is convenient to you. You move in and later on you will crib, oh my god, had I done some more research, I would have landed at a better place. Because house is not a place for you to come and sleep. It is a place where you will be spending your quality me time or your personal time, according to me. Second most important thing is arranging the house. Packers and movers guys will pack your luggage within 3 hours. You can unpack it maybe within an hour, but to set it to your house and make it functional and running, it takes days together. In my case, what I did was like, I reached the city beforehand, and I had good 4 days time before my actual joining date to set my house. And during that period, I had set my kitchen, wardrobe to some extent, I would say, and there were a lot of surprises which were waiting for me. Like my mixie had an issue. I had to get the geyser mounted. Technician, I had to find it out. And most importantly, my TV was wall mounted after 20 days of struggle, because I was not getting a technician, and our timings were not matching. See, if you move in to a house after joining, you have very little time left to arrange the house. How much time do you have? 9 hours you are at office. Remaining 1 or 2 hours you will be doing, because sometimes you will be tired, exhausted. What kind of arrangements you can do? You will take maybe months together, or you will wait eagerly for a holiday to come to do a hurry burry setting. Because frankly speaking, it has been almost a month in my new house. I am still setting and arranging the things every time I get an off. And till now, I would say my arrangements and settings have not, I'm not satisfied with that yet. And the most important thing, during the time your house is being set, especially your kitchen, you will have to depend on Zomato and Swiggy. So if you're a big fan of outside food, you can enjoy it. In my case, I had two surprises. My induction cooktop had gone, and my gas stove was not in a usable position. I could have used it, but I was not very comfortable with it. Hence, I had to replace it, or I had to buy a new one. And I could do all those things only because I had that time. That 4 days time before I joined the organization, I roamed around this area. I figured out what I will get at which shop. So it became handy when I wanted to buy a new gas stove. So these 4 days were crucial for me. But if somebody wants to do this entire setting after the organization, because once we come back we again have 2 or 3 hours window, because by that time most of the shops will be closed. Think about it. Now, hotel duration. See, companies will give us hotel accommodation, okay? But we can't stay in hotel lifelong. There is, you may get it for 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, or a month. But after that, no. You have to get out of that accommodation. And if you want to overstay beyond the stipulated period of time, approved by your company, you will have to give that money from your pocket, which you may not like. So what will you do in that situation? Hurriedly, you will search for a house. And this time, you have your office pressure of searching a house. If you fail there, money will be going from your pocket. Now, there are three pressures working on you simultaneously. And I don't know how you will be able to perform in your organization under such circumstances. Shopping. Once we move into a place, we will need a lot of things to buy. Few things we can order online, few things we can go to a supermarket, but there may be few things which we may not find at these two places because they will be very small. For that, we will have to roam through the lanes, go to small shops, get those things. And it is not that in the very first instance you may find, you may have to go to multiple shops. And late in the evening, when you have come back from work, you are tired, you are not in a position to again venture out. So you would try to put it on an off day or on a weekend. So you tell me, what will you do on a weekend? Will you arrange the house? Will you buy these things? Because both these things simultaneously to be done on the same day is a tough task. Because I remember in my case, I had roamed around this area one full day to understand where I will get what. So next time when I needed a particular item, I knew where I had to go. And yeah, I had a friend who took me to all the shops and he told, you will get this thing here, you will get this thing here. So I had a support there. But I doubt everyone will have that support. So that is the difference when you look for a house before joining and after joining. All you need to do is to, call the packers and movers and they will get your goods delivered to your doorstep. I think the second option is very convenient because uh, if I wouldn't have got the possession of my house on the date, I would have used the storage facility, but it was included in my packers and movers package. So it was easy for me. I was tension free. I knew whenever I call them, whenever I get the possession of the house, immediately my luggage will be at my doorsteps at maybe 2 or 3 hours time. Or what some people do, they join the organization, then they go back, then they pack their luggage, then they find a packers and movers, then they come back. Yeah, before doing all those exercises, they would have already found a house. But that's too much of a task because you may have to take a leave. And in the initial days of joining, if you are taking a leave, it will be loss of pay, which I don't think anybody would like, especially in their first paycheck in any organization. I have just listed couple of points which I felt was beneficial or which I felt should be shared with the people. You can add in more points. Based on these points which I have mentioned, I feel, and as well as on my personal experience, I feel it is always better to find a house before joining an organization if you are sure you want to join that particular organization. So I hope this video was informative for you. If that's the case, like the video, share the video, post your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So until my next video, bye bye, take care and spread the power of positivity around you.